Okay, guys. So it sounds so exciting to say, I got my own business. I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm no longer working a 9 to 5. I got my own. I'm doing my own thing. That sounds so good. But before you tap out of your full time job to be a full time business owner, you really need to ask yourself some hard questions. You really do. Because this is your livelihood you are talking about. Yeah, it sounds good to say it verbally, but there's a lot of work that goes into this. And people are always talking about easy mode. Again, you're talking about your livelihood. And if you have children or family, you really need to know what you're doing. Can you do it? You absolutely can. But let's talk about this thing, okay? So, are you really ready to be a business owner, or should you stay at your 9 to 5? So, one of the things is financial readiness and stability. Do you have savings or a financial cushion to cover your expenses while your business grows? So are you ready just to go in full funnel? Are you ready for things just go straight on in? And while that's happening, will you still be able to maintain your mortgage or car note, kids' activities? Have you already lined those things up? Can you afford to leave a steady paycheck, to start your job, your full-time job as a business owner? Are you really ready to do that? Do you understand the risk, the financial risk that's associated with being an entrepreneur? Have you looked at all of that? Everything is going to be on you. You are basically going to be open 24/7, 7 days a week. There will be no such thing as a off day when you first start your business. I have heard people say how they have just worked non-stop, to the point that they were just depleted. So you just got to have your strategy lined out. This is not to scare you. This is the real world. This is the real world. Now, do you have a entrepreneurship mindset and the skills that's going to be needed to do this task? Are you in that mindset? Are you ready? Ready, set, go. Are you ready? Do you have the discipline? Can you problem solve? Can you communicate effectively? Do you have your paperwork in line? It's going to be a lot of different things you're going to have to work on and execute. Can you handle uncertainties, rejection, setbacks without giving up? See, it's one thing when you're in corporate, because a lot of that stuff is happening behind the scenes. You don't have to worry about payroll. You're on the receiving end. You just have your duties that you're accountable for. But once you become the business owner, you are payroll. You are cutting checks. You should have a software for that. How many people are you going to staff up? Are you going to have an overhead? Are you going to do e-commerce? How is all of this going to happen? You got to ask yourself these questions. Are you prepared to continuously learn and adapt to a competitive market? Who's your competitors? How are you going to go up against them? How are you going to separate yourself, make yourself stand out? These are some of the things you need to be asking yourself before you just up and leave the job. Long-term goals and lifestyle considerations. Do you value the flexibility and independence of running your own business more than job security? You're not going to really have all that flexibility once you start, in your job. You are the go-to person, ma'am, sir. You are the person they are going to be coming to for answers. They're going to be looking for direction. You are a CEO, a boss. That sounds so good. I'm the boss. Yeah. So you got to get all that. Will entrepreneurship align with your desired lifestyles and personal commitments? Will your family be accustomed to you working 120 hours a week? Or whatever those hours may be. You may not have to work those many hours. I don't know. But only you can answer those questions. Can your business idea generate sustainable income to replace your 9-to-5 salary? Going in, are you still going to be able to handle your existing bills? I already talked about that. So you want to evaluate your finances. These are some action steps. You want to evaluate your finance, create a budget, calculate expenses, determine how long you can sustain yourself without a steady paycheck. Test your business idea. I love this one. Test it out. Start as a side hustle to assess the demand, refine your offer, and gain confidence. I have seen so many times where people say they were going to go in. I'm going to use this as an example. I was watching one young lady's video, and she was saying she started out with a clothing line. And she said she ordered all this inventory. And she said, guess what? That inventory is now sitting in a storage location. She didn't test it. We go in straight in because we're so excited. We believe in this idea, and you should. I believe in my idea, but I know I need to do some test models. It's some more stuff I need to do. I know I'm not even gonna lie to myself, but there are some more things I know I need to do. Test it. Develop essential skills. Take courses, find a mentor, join entrepreneur communities to learn from others. I met with my mentor last week, and she gave me some homework. You need to do this, and this, D. You're on the right path, but you still got some work to do. So I appreciate that. Make sure you connect with people who are already doing what you want to do. See if they'll take out some time with you, talk to you. You'll be shocked at the people who will be willing to talk to you. And don't be afraid to pay for the services. If they have a consulting business and this is what they do, and you can see that they are successful in that, paying that consultation fee, that's called investing in yourself. Don't spend that on Doritos, Cheetos, a night out, or whatever. Take that money, and I'm going to go and spend this on a consulting fee. Create an exit strategy. If you decide to leave your 9-to-5, plan when and how you transition smoothly. Don't burn bridges. Hopefully you won't have to go back, but if something goes wrong and you do need to go back momentarily, you haven't burned bridges. Leave the right way. Everything should be done in decent and in order. Assess your risk tolerance. Be honest about how much uncertainty and financial risk you're willing to take. Are you willing to take $5,000, $10,000? If that's all you can afford to lose, that's going to be your top off. $25,000. What is that number that you say, okay, this is as far as I can go? $50,000. You gotta go in with a number in mind. And these are some low numbers. People go in with, hey, 500,000 top. That's gonna knock me out. I'm done. You got to know your numbers. Numbers are important. Even in my full-time job, the first thing my boss tells me, hey, I need to see the data. Show me the numbers. That is how you have to treat your business. And for you guys who are still in the 9-to-5 game, you should be learning some of this stuff in some of these business meetings you're going to. Can you go in and sit in on some of the financial meetings? Take that stuff and put it in a pocket. You're learning because you're going to transition those same skills into your business. Now, I'm not telling you to steal nothing from corporate. Now, it's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is learn, adapt to this stuff. How can you transition this knowledge into your business? Okay? That's what I'm saying. Because you want to be successful. So have those hard conversations with yourself. If you're going into business with somebody, that's another thing. You better know that you know. When you're talking about you're going to go into a partnership, because this can go ugly. It can go ugly. You've seen it. But it can be a beautiful thing as well if you do it the right way. If you do it the right way. So get yourself a plan and execute in the right manner. And again, ask yourself, am I ready? Am I ready? If the answer is not yet, fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And if you feel like you need to delay for a couple of months, that's fine. But if you're ready, run right into it, execute your plan, and get to going. All right, guys, I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do this. You can do this, but have a plan. All right, until next time, take care.